Ladies and gentlemen, welcome everyone to the Hardcore FM podcast show. I'm your host, of course, as usual, Hardcore Declan, of course. Do you know what, man? I'm just laughing at this guy's video, man. It's so fucking funny. Um, he's continuing on about I'm having this affair. When I showed you the short videos yesterday of his brother texting me, and his brother claims that he does talk to this Lauren Rivett girl. So why are you coming on like he's saying I'm embarrassing myself about American history? Why would I even know American history? The guy doesn't even know the difference between the Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland. He thinks I live in Northern Ireland when I live in the Republic of Ireland. I live in County Cavan, and County Cavan is out of the three Ulster counties, which is Donegal, Cavan, and Monaghan, are part of the Republic of Ireland. So I don't know where he's getting this. I'm from the north of Ireland. North of Ireland is Armagh, Antrim, Tyrone, Fermanagh, Belfast, Derry. They're the six counties that are part of the UK. So I don't know where this guy, this Anthony De Silva guy, is getting all this bullshit saying that Cavan, which borders um, Monaghan, and Cavan, which is part of the Republic of Ireland. There's only three counties in Ireland that are in Ulster that are part of the Republic of Ireland. It's Donegal, Cavan, and Monaghan. There's only three counties in Ulster are part of the Republic of Ireland. So this guy obviously needs to go back. I don't give a shit. This guy is an American piece of shit. I don't need to learn American history because I don't fucking live there. But if this guy is trying to brag and say I live in Northern Ireland, bull fucking shit. Bull fucking shit. If this guy thinks I'm fucking living in Northern Ireland. And then he's worrying about what I say about other people instead of like he's giving out about so fucking what that I'm saying this and that about other people when he's doing the same to me. When instead of worrying about me, he needs to worry about him fucking self. So I don't know where this guy is coming from. Honestly, I honestly do not. Uh, I don't understand where this guy is coming from. He thinks County Cavan is in Northern Ireland. When if you look on Wikipedia, County Cavan it's the three counties of Ulster, which is Donegal is the part of the Republic of Ireland, Cavan is the part of the Republic of Ireland, and Monaghan. The three Ulster counties are part of the Republic of Ireland. So this guy needs to obviously go back and learn Irish history. Obviously, he hasn't got a clue of Irish history. This guy is a foreigner. He's from a different fucking country. Hasn't got a clue about Irish history. And then he thinks he knows everything about Michael Collins and all this bollocks. Bullshit, bro. I would know more about Michael Collins than your bullshit. You stay with your own fucking kind and don't worry about what I do. Like, that's what I'm saying. He's giving out about saying I'm talking about this person and that person and all this shit, and all I'm talking about shit about my friends and all. When this guy does the same, he worries about, like, instead of worrying about what I do, like, he's like, who cares? Who cares what I fucking do? And then he's saying that I'm on welfare. I'm on welfare when actually I'm not on welfare. So get that right, buddy. Okay, I'm not on welfare. Then he's trying to drag my wife into it, saying that my wife is a criminal and all this shit. Saying that she went onto some website and basically filled out a form or something, and apparently this guy is barred from some shit. Like, I don't know if this guy is taking his medication today or what's the fucking story. Like, he even said in his video that he's on medication. He accused me of being on psychotic medication or psychotic medication, when this guy obviously is on some sort of medication, some sort of psychiatric medication. So I don't know where he's going. Like, he's dragging my wife, he's putting pictures up of me and my wife and shit, which I don't give a bollocks. Thinking that it's going to hurt me, when his own brother texted me last night and admitted that this guy speaks to this girl, and it's in black and white. And if you missed the video yesterday, I put it up on my shorts. It's in my shorts. I think I have got like 155 views. I do appreciate it, guys, for the short videos. Thanks very much for the support and the subscribers. I do appreciate it. So he's involving my wife, saying she's a criminal and all this bullshit. Apparently, and then he's trying to say that I used her name in vain and all this shit, bro. You don't know me, and you don't know my fucking wife. So like he's like, I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to get to me when he's not actually getting to me. Like he's trying to use my wife as an obstacle, and bringing my wife into his problems when the guy obviously has like so much screws loose in his fucking head. Now, I'm not bothered about this guy. Like he's saying he has a headache and all this shit. Listen to him and it is. Don't listen to the videos then. I don't give a shit, bro. I don't care. Like, don't listen to my videos. Like, it's so comical. You're doing these comical videos when your own brother, your own supposedly blood, texted me last night and basically called you out, saying that you talked to this girl and you have an apartment in the UK and shit, that you're paying rent, and with a stranger apparently you met online, by the way. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're even your brother stated in his message that your own mother said that not to be talking to strangers, and like he's saying that he's barred from the UK or something. I don't know what the fuck he said in this video. He's supposedly barred in barred in the UK. Like, he's trying to implicate me that I got barred and I'm ringing these places and I'm ringing all these police stations and all this bullcrap and trying to get him barred from some country. I don't give a shit, bro, where you go. I don't care if you go to fucking England, Scotland, Wales, fucking Ireland, Northern Ireland. I don't give a fuck where you go, bro. But I'll tell you one thing. As long as you stay away from fucking me, man. Because trust me, man. If you come in anywhere in my vicinity, man, trust me, you'll have me to answer for, and you won't be fucking giving it all that on your fucking YouTube video. And I don't care if you think this is a threat. I don't give a bollocks what you think. Like, you're having these party nights with all these police officers because you're a so-called, you wanted to be a cop and all this shit. And then he's telling me that I'm a DJ, I'm a radio producer and all this shit. Bro, get a fucking knife. When do we ever say that I'm a radio producer? When do we ever say that? Never said. I have a YouTube channel. Yeah? I make my voice heard. And if people don't like what I have to say, then they can unsubscribe to my channel. They don't have to listen to it. That's what I do. And as I said, I'm grateful to the people that are subscribed to my channel. I do appreciate the people that are subscribed to my channel. But to say that I'm a radio presenter and I'm a DJ, bullshit, man. Bullshit. And then he's saying that he's on social security. What is he, 27, 28 years of it? What 28-year-old is on social security? Is like retired age. Like, he's saying he's retired. Like, this guy is on disability. And he obviously has a disability. And then he's claiming that I'm on welfare when I'm not on welfare, by the way. I'm not on welfare. So I don't know where he's going with it. I'm on welfare and all this shit. When I've worked for fucking 20 years of my life, 20 years with no fucking nothing, no days off, no bullshit. I've worked my whole for 20 years, probably more actually, of my life. 25 years of my life I've worked. I've paid my taxes, and I don't even have to answer to anybody. But he thinks I'm on welfare and shit like that. Let him think what he wants to think. As I said, he wants to be like me. And because, he doesn't have the life of Riley, oh, boo hoo, you know what I mean? Who gives a shit, man? And then he's saying he has no remorse for me. I don't give a shit what remorse you have or you don't have for me. I don't give a fuck. I'm me. And if people don't like me, I don't give a shit. Do you think I give a fuck if people like me or don't like me? I don't care. I don't care. Because I don't have to prove anything to anybody. And I don't have to pay back anybody what I've done in the last 25 years of my life. I don't have to do fuck all. I'm me like the next person is themselves. But what I mean, he's coming on, he's trying to use my wife against me, trying to have all these fucking saying I'm having all these affairs with all these people, all my friends. I'm having an affair with all my friends. Like, really, bro? Really, bro? Like, I guarantee you, if I even gotten, which I'm not, because I've learned my lesson by introducing these people to this piece of shit, and then then he tries to fucking shut me down through me friends. It's not working, bro. Like, my friends, thank God, I have decent friends that can see through you. And if you think I'm having this so-called alleged affair with all these people, you go ahead and continue this exaggeration, because that's all it is an exaggeration. And it's funny, because it's funny, right? This how much of this guy, this he's cocked in the head or something. Like, I don't even leave the county, never mind my country. So how the fuck have I got time for an affair if I don't even leave the county that I live in? I don't understand that. I don't even my friend. We were laughing and joking earlier on today, and I was saying my friend, oh yeah, apparently I can't talk to you because even though you're my friend, I can't talk to you because apparently I'm having an affair with all my friends and all these strange people that I don't know. And we were laughing and joking, and I said to my friend, I said, be careful now. I might have an affair with you. You know what I mean? Be very, very careful. You know what I mean? We're just laughing and joking. And that friend was just like, oh my God, that guy is fucking nuts in the head. I goes, I know. I goes, this guy has been in a torn. He's saying his life is fucked up. You know, he's a thorn on my side for the last 15, 16 years, maybe 17 years, some shit like that. Right? And I don't give a shit, man. If you're not happy with me texting your brother, man, tough fucking shit. Your brother texts me, so like this is all about texting your brother and stuff like that. And like I don't care. Like I don't care. He can keep saying that I'm having multiple affairs with all these people. But like this gay, or sorry, this guy, sorry, this guy is saying that he's not gay when he is gay. Well, apparently he's gay. I don't really give a shit. Sexuality has nothing to do with this bullshit. And I've no problem with anybody that is gay. I've gay relations on both sides, on my in-law side and obviously my family side. So I've no issues that if somebody's is sexuality, that that's their business. But he's saying that he's gay, then he's telling me he's straight and all this shit. He's pansexual, all this bullshit, all these bullshit sexualities. When it's a male and a female, all this like pansexual and fucking this and that bullshit. You're either born a male or a female, and then you know what I mean. But I'm not gonna go and there with all this transsexual shit and all this fucking transgender shit. You know what I mean? I couldn't give a shit, man. If somebody is born a male and they want to transition into a female, that's their business, and vice versa. You know what I mean? If somebody's a female and wants to transfer him into male, that's their business. I don't have an issue with that. But this guy is like coming on, trying to make a show of, well, trying to make a show of me, but it's failing very, very miserably. I'm sorry to say, but see, and even in my last video last night, he doesn't even have the balls to play the conversation that we had a couple of weeks ago when this guy bitched and moaned about this Lauren girl. Like literally bitched and moaned about this Lauren girl. And I don't understand why. You know what I mean? He says he doesn't know this girl. Like, what does he do? Is he gonna lose friendship to this girl? Like, he says he doesn't know the girl. So if he doesn't know the girl, what does he have to lose by playing that recording of me and him talking trash about fucking, Lauren and Grumpy and God knows who else he talks trash about. He says that I talk trash about all these individuals and all this shit. Um, and yes, I do. I I have a good friendship with Matthew, and I have a good friendship with other individuals. Like it sounds like a jealousy thing, honestly, bro. It just sounds like you're jealous that I have all these friends, you know, and I don't know if you're a Billy No mates or some shit. I don't know what the fuck. But this guy just complains about everybody. Like I'd say he's the type of person. If you live next door to him, he would probably ring the police every 5 minutes for every little fucking like bang in the house or something, or if there was like a pin drop in the house or something, he would ring the police if there was a pin drop in the fucking house. I'd say he's a nosy fucker as well. He seems to be a nosy little prick, like recording conversations, and he can't lie because if all he has to do is go through his every single video he done, and there's me in the background talking on Xbox to this guy, so he can't fucking lie. Like you know what I mean? The evidence was sent to me last night by his own brother, so his own brother is putting him basically. Well, I don't know. He's basically throwing his brother under the bus. So his brother basically read out last night, um, basically that he has an apartment in the UK in Devon, by the way, apparently, um, and he's paying rent. He's gone 50-50 with this stranger that he met online, and then apparently I don't know if it's the same guy or some other guy was apparently stalking him because this individual texted me on Xbox, and I told Anthony, I said, "Why is this guy texting me on Xbox? I don't even fucking know this guy." And apparently he was stalking this guy or something. Now I don't know. I don't give a shit about his personal business with all these people, but he seems to always have problems with like this person and that person and like what the fuck. But this guy apparently has an apartment in Devon in the United Kingdom, and apparently he's supposedly living in New York somewhere, in New York somewhere, in I think like somewhere near Bronxville or something. And so he's in Bronxville and he's paying for a property in England, which why would you pay for a property in another country if you don't live there? I don't understand that. And a stranger as well, like a stranger, like why the hell would you like that'd be me like talking to somebody on Xbox tomorrow, and then getting to know them maybe only a couple of months, and then saying, "Oh, can I move over here with you?" and shit like that. I don't think so, man. Like that's just weird. Like you know what I mean? It's alright to meet up with somebody, here and there, but you have to get to know them. I wouldn't be like moving into the property, like after what a couple of months. His brother even said it, um, and apparently he knows this Lauren Rivet girl. Um, like I don't understand. He's his brother even claimed, as you seen the messages yesterday, his brother claimed that he knows this girl, that he does talk to this girl. So he can't say, "Oh, that's a lie, that's bullshit," and stuff like that. But I just don't understand. Like he's bringing. That's what I'm saying. He likes to bring other people into it, and the thing he thinks because I showed him proof of yesterday of these messages, Lauren texting me, and his brother texting me, proving that he talks to this girl, and apparently has some house in Devon, um, with this guy that he only known apparently a wet week. Like who meets up with a guy that he knows. Doesn't he apparently have a boyfriend or something, and he's going on and going over to England and meeting people? Like he's talking about me having an affair with all these people. Like it doesn't sit right. It's very strange that a guy apparently has a boyfriend in the states, but he's coming over to this guy, this stranger guy that he doesn't even know, and like he's staying in this person's house. I don't understand that. I do not like like that's what I'm saying. Like so maybe like he's delusional. Maybe he's the one who's covering up for himself because he's having these affairs. You know what I mean? I just don't understand. Like he keeps saying, I don't care. He can say till the cows come home that I'm having these relationships with these people online, and I'm having gay relationships with all of my gay or all of my male friends. So like I don't care. He can continue with this bullshit. It doesn't bother me. It's like water off a duck's back. But maybe this guy is trying to hide something of himself. Maybe he's trying to hide something of himself because he's apparently he has a boyfriend, Andrew. I must actually get his second name actually. I think it's like oh, I can't remember his second name, but Andrew something anyway. And so he's supposed to be with this Andrew guy, and then he's like shacking up with a guy in Devon in the UK. That's a bit strange, isn't it? Like like that'd be like me being married and then or girlfriend or whatever, and then I'm going to like move to New York and stay with like some woman that doesn't even know me. That's really strange. That like what the fuck? I wouldn't even have a stranger that I'd only know a couple of weeks in my house. Hell no, I'd have to get to know them, possibly meet up with them. You know what I mean? And then maybe, and that maybe they can stay a night or two. You know what I mean? Like I know obviously personal mates that have no problem. They can stay in my house because I know them personally. But I know these individuals for 15, 20 years. I'd let them stay in my house. But I wouldn't just go to a different country and say, "Oh, can I go half rent with you in a house?" But that's strange. Like, and I wouldn't be surprised if this guy is having all these relationships with all these people in the UK. And I know he says that he doesn't have Snapchat. That's bullshit because this guy actually texts me before on Snapchat, and he can deny it till the cows come home. He can this, he can do that. He's texted me many times, and I'm sorry. I should have actually took a screenshot of this guy on Snapchat at the time. Obviously, I wasn't thinking, but I wish I should have did and then take a screenshot of this guy texting me. Like he denies he hasn't got a Snapchat. Bullshit. Bull fucking shit. I know he has Snapchat because he's texted me many times. Um and all this. And he'll probably deny that he has Facebook, which is bullshit as well. He has Facebook. He has multiple Facebook accounts, by the way. I've only one Facebook account, but I don't understand why. Like he's trying to by showing pictures on his channel of me and my wife, thinking it's gonna get to me. It's not getting to me, bro. It's not working. He's just mad because his brother called him out to me last night in a text message, and he's saying, "Oh well, I don't. I'm afraid to show these messages." I'm not going to show these messages. Number one, obviously, there were graphic images that I would never show to humiliate this person. I would never show. And yes, I did read out messages, but he's trying to fabricate that I'm being the dirty one. When I read it, the majority of the messages out that Lauren was texting me, and Lauren was basically going from like she'd go from normal, like she'd talk about like, oh, I was in the doctors, or I was in the hospital, or my granny was in the hospital, or whatever. That's fair enough. To like more, like sexual shit. And I told her, I said, look, I'm not into this shit. I am not into this shit. Because I'm not into that shit. You know what I mean? I have a woman. I'm married. You know what I mean? I don't even leave my fucking county. Never mind my. I don't even go to Dublin anymore. I used to go to Dublin all the time. I don't even go to Dublin. I don't even leave my county that often. But he's gonna say, oh, I do or whatever. I have a passport. Yes, I do have a passport. I haven't used it fucking Jesus in years. So, you know, but and I guarantee you, if I did went to see me mate Matt, he'd obviously make a cock and bull story as I was going off to having an affair with this my mate Matt guy. So the guy is obviously concocted or something wrong with this guy. Like he's saying he has a headache. Listen to me. Well, don't listen to the channel. Don't listen to the fucking channel. Like, I don't understand. And then he's saying my wife, I can hear my wife sniggering and laughing in the background. And what? Who gives a shit, man? And what? And then you're making up even more lies. Like, this is what I'm saying. He's making up lies to make me feel bad, which is not working, by the way, by saying that my wife filled out some form on Google to try and get him banned from the UK. And then he mentioned Garda Owen Finn. Garda Owen Finn that I've met maybe twice, 3 times. And he's something about Owen Finn as well. Like I actually haven't seen Owen Finn in a very long time. I wouldn't be surprised if the guy has probably moved on. Nice man, by the way, Owen Finn. But he's like, that's what I'm saying. He's implicating all these people into my life, trying to make me get pissed off. It's not working. It's not working. Making me get pissed off. You know what I mean? I don't understand. Like, this guy, his brother told me that this guy needs to be medically examined or institutionalized or some shit. This guy needs to be I can't even speak. Institutionalized. So like he's saying that I'm on psychotic medication when I don't take that. I don't need psychotic medication. This guy is obviously on some sort of medication because I was told by many people, including his brother, by the way, that he's on some sort of medication for his bipolar or something, and he has like something wrong with his like memory or some shit. Um, and that's why he does what he does, and because he has a disability. And I think that's wrong, by the way. If a person has a disability but they know right from wrong, that's why he does it, because he gets away with this shit. He's like, oh well, he calls the disability card and say, well, oh, I have a disability, we can't touch this guy. And you know what I mean, like the stuff he does, he talks about me being a criminal. When didn't this guy admit, which I don't know if it's bullshit. Actually, somebody brought it to my attention today. Actually, we were just kind of talking about this asshole's videos in general, and one of my friends brought this to my attention, and I could have sworn this guy admitted, which I don't know if it's true or not, but I wouldn't be surprised. He apparently got caught smoking meth, I think, or something, or had meth on him. So, like, this guy is saying that I'm a criminal, but this guy is going around with like meth on him, and I could sworn he said that on one of his videos. I could have sworn, and it was only one of my friends said it to me, and I was like, you know what? I think you're right, man. I think you're right. I remember him saying something like that. Apparently, he was stopped and searched, and and another thing, and you know how, and this guy claims he drives as well. Bullshit. This guy does not drive whatsoever. This guy doesn't even have a car. This guy does not drive. And the reason how I know, he told me, now this will make you laugh. This guy said to me that he has a car, but he'd rather walk, right, around his town or whatever, right? So why would you pay for a car insurance and shit like that. And like if like I obviously had a car at one stage. Obviously, I got rid of my car because it was too expensive. It's like the fuel has gone crazy, insurance has gone crazy. Like like if I had a car, I wouldn't be like letting it sit outside my house and say, yeah, it's okay to walk here and there, or whatever. You know what I mean? I'm not too far from the town I live, but like if I had a car, man, you know what I mean, or if I had my car back, I'd be fucking like driving to Dublin most days, or I'd probably drive around with the weather being nice now. But like, and apparently he was stopped, he was pulled over, and he was checked for meth, and he admitted on his radio that he apparently had meth or some shit, and he claims that he drives, which is bullshit. And the reason how I know he doesn't drive is his brother told me he doesn't drive. His brother drives him everywhere. Like if his brother, picks him up. Apparently his brother lives in Connecticut somewhere. His brother like sometimes comes to his town and picks him up and brings him to Connecticut sometimes and stuff like that. So you know what I mean? Like Like I drove at one stage. Obviously, I don't drive anymore, but I don't mind because everything is in walking distance from my home anyway. But obviously, if I need to go somewhere, I have to obviously get a bus or a taxi or whatever. That's no problem. But like this house was so funny, man. This guy claims that he drives and he told me, I was like, why would you pay insurance for a car and diesel or petrol or whatever the fuck the car takes? Why would you let it sit there? You know what I mean? Like it's different, yeah. Like the town I live in, you can walk around the town. You don't really need a car per se. But even if I had a car, like, do you think I'd walk up to the shops? Hell no, I'd just jump in my car and drive up to the shops. You'll probably lose more fuel than you would maybe driving to the next town or whatever. But you know what I mean? Like, it's so funny. Like about this guy, it's absolutely so funny. You know what I mean? Like he's bringing my wife into things. Um, it's not working. Huh? Oh yeah, and apparently my wife rang the police and stuff. Like, spoken to Sergeant Finn, and apparently she and me were on a Zoom call, which is actually that is bullshit. I don't even have Zoom. And what did he say? Oh yeah, and he said something about my wife wrote in reported him on Zoom for having no shirt on or some shit or something like this. How delusional! So he thinks this happened, which I don't even have Zoom. Apparently, I have Tinder. Apparently, Jesus, that's news to me. If I've Tinder, Jesus Christ. Um, what else? We apparently have a Zoom account, and we were on a Zoom call, which is bullshit. He's a lying cunt, saying I have Zoom and shit. And then, do you know what I noticed as well? Look, I don't know anything about Tinder. Apparently, he knows everything about Tinder, and he thinks I know everything when like I don't even know how to even use Tinder. Like, if anybody's listening, can you text me and like text in the chat here if you can, and tell me how Tinder works because I haven't got a clue. Honestly, I don't have. All I know is it's a dating site. That's all I know, but I don't know how it works. So, if somebody's listening, can you please text me in the chat and like if you know how it works because I haven't got a clue, man. All I know is it's a dating site. Um, Other than that, I haven't got a clue. Apparently, I think it's something to do with your location or something. And then basically it matches up the person, and then if it's the right match, apparently, then you can text the person. So you know what I mean? I don't understand why this guy thinks I'm on Tinder. He knows a lot. That's what I'm saying. This guy knows a lot about Tinder than I fucking do. And then he's saying that I'm having all these affairs when this guy apparently has a boyfriend and is going to England and having these affairs in England and knows all these people in England. And he will do another video. I'm sure he will do another video I guarantee he'll do another video trying to expose me, but it ain't working. It ain't working, Anthony De Silva. It ain't working. If you think this is working by doing this bullshit tit for tat video back and forth, it's not working. You know what I mean? I don't care. You know what I mean? I'm in a good humour. You know what I mean? If you're trying to make me in a bad humour, it's not working, bro. I'm still in a good humour. Boy. Saying I'm having multiple affairs with women and I'm having multiple affairs with men and shit. Like, really, bro. Seriously, get a life. Get a life. Like, this guy is more worried about what I do on a day-to-day basis than anybody else. So I must be in his head rent-free or something. I must be in his head rent-free, honestly. Because, he's saying that I talk shit about certain individuals in his video. Certain individuals. When, you know, I'm not even going to sit here and, talk about my friends because this is not the video. But I've good friends. I've good, decent friends. But he's obviously going to do another video and tailspin it. Whatever way he wants to tailspin it, I couldn't give a shit. But as I said, I've decent friends. I said last night that I had two friends that are new to the group. Nice people, by the way. Spoke to them yesterday and spoke to them today. Lovely people. Not going to give them their gamer tags out. Because he'll probably text these people and start bombarding them with text messages and making cock and bull stories and trying to make these people follow with me. You know what I mean? See, the worst thing I ever done was letting this guy into my life, or whatever you want to call it, talking to this guy. That was the worst thing I've ever done. Worst thing I've ever done. And it's been like this ever since. He's saying that I done 7-8 some shit, 7-8 or something. Where's the proof? He's saying he has a shitty video, or not a shitty video, a shitty recording of apparently me, apparently I done this bullshit. When Grumpy Dad, apparently Grumpy, even though I wasn't even speaking to Grumpy Dad that night, but apparently Grumpy Dad knew everything that night. So why don't you go and ask him what happened that night? Because I believe, and I know this would be a Grumpy Dad thing, because this guy is in his, what is he, in his 30s, 40s, and this guy acts like a child. This guy is in his late 30s and he acts like a child. Acts like a child. Anthony Silva is in his late 20s and he acts like a child as well. Another childish bastard. Probably not as bad as Grumpy, but this guy is fucking like a child cunt. But, like, I don't care. He can do all these videos every day, shit like that. You know what I mean? I don't care. You know what I mean? I've more important things to do in my life than address this son of a bitch, because he's gonna come out, he's gonna try and twist it, whatever way or whatever shape you want to look at it, and that's what he's trying to do. But it ain't working. You know what I mean? It's not working in my eyes. You know what I mean? I don't care. He can do 20 videos tomorrow. He can do 30 videos tomorrow. I don't give a shit, man. Like, he just seems to be, he's saying that, I'm putting his problems on him, when it's the other way around. He's putting his problems on me and trying to get me involved with whatever's going on with him and EVAC members and all this shit. With the EVAC members. I don't even know what any of these EVAC member people. And then didn't he say in one of his videos, apparently I wouldn't be surprised if I'm a member. Think whatever you want. I don't care. 1 minute I'm a DJ, next minute I'm working for EVAC. What are you gonna say? Like I'm fucking I'm a circus clown the next one, or I work for the circus or something, or I'm this person and that person. Like, fuck off. And then he's using somebody else's Facebook page, by the way. Somebody else's Facebook page, and he knows whose Facebook page he's using. And I spoke to this other individuals that he's using, and even he's agreed that that's creepy. Now, thank God this individual, that's his old Facebook account. Thank God it's his old Facebook account. And then he's bringing in like other people's names. Other people's names. Like, didn't he not mention Glenn's name in his video? Like, like I don't know why he has to mention certain people's names. Like he mentioned Glenn's name, he mentioned Keith's name, he mentioned Louise's name, he mentioned Matt's name. Like, serious? Do you think by mentioning these people's names it's getting to me, bro? I don't think so. I don't care that they're my friends. Like, you know what I mean? Um, like I don't look. I don't give a shit what you think. What you think. And then what did he say? Apparently, he says he knows somebody. He talks to somebody that apparently knows me. Well, I don't know who you're supposed to be talking about or talking to. Trust me, they don't know me. I noticed that he wouldn't name the person. I better not name him. I might get myself into trouble. Like, you know what I mean? I don't give a shit. I don't care if people are saying shit. I know, and my wife knows what goes around my life each and every day. I know, and my wife knows. Nobody else that apparently knows me is around my life each and every day. Like, this guy apparently knows everything about me when he doesn't know absolutely zero knowing about me. The only thing he probably knows is my name and a face. That's all he fucking knows. That's all he fucking knows. He thinks he knows everything about me. He thinks he knows everything when he knows fuck all about me. When you ever meet me, then you'll have a review to know who I am. But I don't think we'll ever go down that road. You know what I mean? I'd never meet this guy. Because this guy would probably get you into trouble. This guy would definitely 100% get you into trouble. 100% get you into trouble. And he won't even have the balls. And this is how much zero respect I have for this guy. I would have 1% each time he tells the truth. I would have 1% of this respect of this guy if he ever tells the truth. He won't even release the supposedly recording, which I believe he has a recording of me and him conversation when he bitches and moans about it. And as I said once again, I'm going to say it one more time, is he claims he doesn't know this girl. So if he doesn't know this girl, what harm are you doing? Are you going to wreck your reputation? Are you going to wreck your friendship with this girl? If you don't know this girl, like, at least have the balls to release this Xbox party chat between me and you, and then happy days. We're 1%, one step, 1% of the time nearly there. 1% of the time that we're nearly there. At least tell the truth. Don't sit there and say I'm having an affair, which is untrue, by the way. 100%, 300% not non-true. And then come on here and lie and show pictures of me and my wife on your channel and say that she filled out a review form on Google on some place, and apparently they don't talk to you anymore. Like, seriously, bro. Like, you're obviously smoking more than fucking crack or some bollocks. I wouldn't be surprised if the guy is on medication to make him go senile or some shit. I wouldn't be surprised if the guy is senile. You know, he's cocking and bulling out of him. Cocking and bulling out of him. You know, like, I'm gobsmacked. Like, I don't know if this guy needs a reality check. I honestly don't know if this guy really needs a reality check. Um, because he's the criminal here. He seems to know everything what I do, which is bullshit, by the way. And apparently he knows what I do and where I am and where's my whereabouts. Like bull fucking shit, me. You don't know fuck all about me. When you get to know me, then you can say shit. But don't go on your YouTube channel and basically say you know this and I'm having sexual relationships with people, I'm having cyber relationships with people. Grow the fuck up, bro. Seriously, grow the fuck up. Honestly, like this guy, like thinks he's upsetting me tonight when he's not upsetting me. I'm chilling, relaxing, probably going to sleep sooner or another, you know. But it makes me fucking laugh, that this guy is, look, as I said, free of speech. But I'm surprised that YouTube allows this guy to come on YouTube and bullshit and waste shitty videos and waste police time. Every video, you look at all his videos, he's always in a police station. He's going from pillar to post with all these police stations. And, can I speak to this person? And he's like going to the wrong police station. And the police are like, man, you need to go back to this police station. If it happened here, you need to go back here. Like that'd be like me not going to my right, like that'd be like me going to Dublin, going to Store Street Garda Station and reporting a crime when they'd say, well, okay, yes, we can probably take the report. But if you live in the County Cavan area, you should go to your own police and report it there. Like, I don't know why he's going to all these jurisdictions and whatever happened, apparently he was tied up with rope and gagged in I can't even remember where he even said. But should it not be the town that it happened in? He's going to like all these police stations and complain and bitching and moan, and that's what I'm saying. This guy, all he does is bitch and moan and complain and bitch and moan and complain. That's all he seems to do is just bitch, moan and complain. Do you know what? I should actually I should get a shirt with that on it. Bitch, complain and moan. I should actually get a t-shirt with that on it, honestly. But all this guy is bitch, moan, complain. He does the same with Lauren, bitch, moan, complain. Same with Grumpy, bitch, moan, complain. Comes on YouTube, bitch, moans, complain. You know what I mean? That's actually a good slogan, actually. You know what I mean? I'm actually going to trademark that shit. I'm going to trademark that shit. Because all this guy is just bitch, moan, complain. That's all this guy does is bitch, moan, and complain. Every fucking day. Even when I used to be in a party with this guy. Bitch, moan, complain. Oh, Lauren done this. These guys are making fun of me. And I told him, I said, bro, walk away. And, oh no, but they're killed or this. So, he's going to bitch, moan, complain about these people, but then he's saying they're killed. Like, what the fuck type of person is this? Like, I don't understand why this person complains and moans about it. Bitch, moan, complain. That's what I'm going to say. BMC. Bitch, moan, complain. BMC. Okay? This guy, bitch, moans, complain about everybody. But then, oh no, they're killed, or they're sound, they're not too bad. I'm seriously, I'm gobsmacked. I'm absolutely gobsmacked that this guy, bitch, moans, complain about every single person, and then he has the balls to say that I bitch, moan, and complain about all my friends when I have decent friends. When I have decent friends around me, I don't know if it's a jealousy thing or what. Man, like, this guy is Billy No Mates. Like, I've never ever seen him. The only person I've ever seen him in a party other than myself is probably Grumpy. I've never seen him in a party with a lot of, maybe back in the day, he probably had a few people. Like, there's Knucklehead, right? Good man, good friend of mine, Knucklehead, yeah. I obviously met Knucklehead through this prick. But Knucklehead, at the time, was obviously a little bit younger at the time. And I have to say, this guy was mature than every single one of them. Every single one of them, there was, and Knucklehead, nice lad, very respectful. Speak to him here and there. And then, like, this guy bitched and moaned and complained about Knucklehead, saying that he crashed his bike and he was only in it for fraud. Like, really, bro? Why the fuck would somebody like nearly died in a in a bike crash trying just for an insurance scandal? Like, that's what I'm saying. This guy bitches moans about everybody. He does the same shit. He talks shit about Glenn. Uh, Talks shit about him many times in the party. And I said, nah, I'm not having this shit because I'm listening to this bullshit. He's talking shit about somebody that I know through somebody else. I've never met Glenn in my life. Never met Glenn. And I'm not going to sit here and talk bad about Glenn, you know what I mean, because he's basically a friend of a friend, okay? But he bitches and moans, but he gives out to me saying I'm bitching and moaning about these people. When he bitches and moans about Glenn, bitches and moans about Lauren, bitches and moans about Grumpy Dad, and I wouldn't be surprised. There's probably other people bitches and moans about some other guy. I can't even remember the guy's name. Um, I can't even remember the guy's name. There's another guy that he used to bitch and moan about. I think it was like Helsing or something, and some other people. So like this guy is a hypocrite. He tries to call me out, and I don't care. You're saying you want to call me out. Call me out all you fucking want. Call me out all you fucking want, bro. Because you're not gonna win against me. Trust me, you're not gonna win against me. Like go and I don't care. Go and do your BMC somewhere else. Do your BMC somewhere else. Go and like I don't care. Umpteen times I told him not to talk shit about, even though I don't know the guy. About Lauren. I don't want to know about Lauren. Sorry, Grumpy. I don't want to know. I don't really know Grumpy. I spoke to Grumpy maybe a few times, bitching and moaning about Grumpy, bitching and moaning about Lauren, bitching and moaning about uh, Glenn, Louise, fucking Keith. Like, serious, the list doesn't end. He's saying that the list doesn't end with me. The list doesn't end with this guy. The list doesn't end with this guy. And thank God, yes, I put my hand up and I've apologised to Glenn and I've apologised to a few other individuals, yeah. I put my hand up and I was wrong many times. I've spoken not bad. Like we had this conversation. Not bad stuff. But we had this conversation, and of course I went back and told him, which I shouldn't have. My bad, my bad. I shouldn't have done. But I spoke to Glenn, and I've apologised. Now, obviously, me and Glenn don't talk. You know what I mean? We don't really talk. You know what I mean? We never really were uh, two people that spoke or anything like that. But you know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit here like you know what I mean. Like I don't know the guy, so you know what I mean. I can't sit here and say bad things or good things. I obviously he's a nice guy from time to time. Obviously we don't speak, you know what I mean. But like at the end of the day, you know what I mean. He's a friend of a friend. He's basically my friend's cousin. Okay. So you know what I mean. It's obviously do I respect him? Yes, I do respect Glenn. And Glenn knows I apologise to him. Which I'll be a man on live to apologise to Glenn, but I've apologised to him in privately as well. Uh, you know what I mean? As I said, okay, we might not speak. You know what I mean? But that's alright. That's okay. You know what I mean? Glenn is his own man. He doesn't have to speak to me. If he wants to speak to me, that's fine. If he doesn't, it's fine. You know what I mean? I respect the guy either way. You know what I mean? And it's not just trying to blow smoke up his arse or anything like that. You know, I gamed with Glenn many times. He's a nice lad. You know, nice to talk to, nice to get on, and you know, I mean, obviously, you know, um, I don't know if you'd say maybe we fell out. I don't know if we fell out or not. You know, what I mean, that's uh, between myself and Glenn. You know what I mean? But you know, I respect it. But this guy, well, he claims. Now, I don't know if this is 100% true. He claims he speaks to Glenn. That's fine. That's no problem. I'm not going to lose sleep if Anthony speaks to Glenn. You know what I mean? Glenn is his own boss. So I'm not going to judge somebody. You know what I mean? I'm not going to judge anybody that speaks to the guy. You know what I mean? If they want to speak to the guy, that's their business. You know what I mean? Like, this guy doesn't come to my mind every day. Anthony De Silva. You know what I mean? So I couldn't really give a shit. But if he wants to do all these shitty videos about me, you know what I mean, that's fine. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I respect my friends. You know, if it's Matt, Keith, Louise, a few other individuals. Then he went on about Bobby Mars. I don't care, bro, about Bobby Mars. None of us, well, me, this is me personally. I don't care about Bobby Mars. I don't care about Bobby Mars. So you know, you can sit there and say I'll talk trash about him. I don't care. I don't give a bollocks, because none of us in the group really likes this guy. None of us really likes this guy. But we just put up with him. You know what I mean? If he's in the party, that's fine. Half the time I ignore the guy. I the only people I talk to is obviously Matt, and there's obviously a few other people that I speak to, which obviously I'm not I'm not going to name these people because it's none of your business who I speak to. But if he wants to start name dropping people, you know what I mean, I don't care. Name drop anybody you want. That's your business. But don't BMC people. Do not BMC people. Bitch, moan, complain. Because that's all this motherfucker does. And I hope people took my word of advice yesterday. Do not play with this guy on Xbox. If you ever come across this guy on Xbox, please avoid, because he will do the same that he's doing to me with yours. Honestly, he would do the same. He done the same. He tried to wreck my relationships with Keith and Louise and a few other individuals. Didn't work. He thought that was funny and stuff like that. But thank God, thank God, I see. Sorry, I see through this guy, and my friends see this guy through this guy. Finally, these people see what this person is. And as I said, we were only talking to him earlier on about like using people's Facebook images and shit like that. I don't care. He can put photos of me and my wife and all this shit. Couldn't give a fuck. Honestly, couldn't really give a bollocks. Honestly, I just couldn't care. Um, but to use like other people's Facebook accounts and saying it's my Tinder page, and then naming other people, shame on you, bro. Shame on fucking you. You know, but don't bitch and moan about people. If you want to bitch and moan, take it on me. I don't care, because it's just war off a duck's back. But don't implement other people. The other people have nothing to do with this. I'm sorry that I involved you with these people. I am very, very sorry that I do um, that I did involve these people in your presence. And fair play to my mate Matt, that has a brain that can see through you. And you know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. I have people that have common sense, that knows what you're like, and have told me, man, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? He's not worth talking about, and he isn't worth talking about. I'm gonna come on here. I'm just gonna defend myself. You know what I mean? This guy obviously is not worth talking about anymore. Honestly, this guy is not worth talking about anymore. But he's gonna continue doing videos about me, but I don't give a shit. But stop lying. Stop making up fabrication shit that me wife uh, filled out a review form and got you into trouble or something, bro. Seriously, honestly, my country has nothing to do with your country. Whatever issue you have with Medicare or whatever the fuck, I don't know what he was even talking about. Something about Medicare or something. That's your business, bro. Why are you bringing other people saying, "Oh well, my wife has something in this and has something to do with this bullshit"? Like, I don't care. Your brother told me that it didn't work out in the UK, and you obviously have a sour taste in your mouth. So now I know. But he told me that the laws, something to do with the laws, which is bullshit. I believe he came over to Devon, didn't work out, and he obviously has a taste in his mouth. And unfortunately, he's putting the blame on me. I don't know why he's putting the blame on me for. And because I talked to his brother as well, it makes it more fuel on the fire. And I don't understand why he is putting fuel on the fire. I honestly do not understand why he's putting fuel on the fire. You know what I mean? Like, boy, like, because I talked to his brother. So what? I don't give a shit what you think. If I want to speak to your brother, I've a right. It's up to your brother to say yes or no if he does not want to speak to me. So I don't understand why this guy is so jealous because I speak to his brother. Like, as I said last time in my video, are you afraid that he might tell me some truths about you? Are you afraid? Are you afraid that your brother will actually pop the ball, drop the ball or something on your life, bro? Because we all know that you're on disability. You're on what's one of them houses that they put you, it's like a unit or something. We all know you're in a unit house, so don't bullshit me. A nurse apparently comes to his house on a daily basis as well. By the way, um, like what else should I say about this guy? Because I think I've said every avenue about this guy. Like, this guy is in a sectioned house, or whatever you want to call it, that is paid by the state, paid by the state, and he claims that he's on social security. Do you not have to be like 60 or 70 years old to be on social security? Like, this guy is in his 20s, 27, 28 years old. Wouldn't be surprised if he's 29 years old, and he's on social security. Do me a fucking favor, bro. Pull the wool over me fucking eyes, honestly. If this guy is on social security, I must be dead. Honestly, I must be fucking like bones if this guy is on social security. Oh, he's retired. This guy probably never had a job, a day's work in his life. This guy probably never done a day's work in his fucking life. When I've done 25 years of my life working, paying taxes, bringing bread home to my family. So don't sit there and say, "Oh, I'm this and that," when I'm entitled to what I have and what I fucking earn. So don't sit there and say this when this guy is in a project house or a sectioned house that obviously have it. It's them houses that people can get them if they have like a slight disability, and they put them out on their own and stuff like that. And the odd time if they have some sort of resource officer, or that they come and they make sure their affairs are in order, like a social worker. Um, so I mean, we all know that you have a social worker, and they show you what to do. Like I guarantee you, like, does this guy even know how to cook? Like, he lives on his own. I guarantee you, he slags other people of grumpy and shit eating takeout food when I've never ever heard this guy as I speak to him many times in the party. I've never heard this guy making food or in a kitchen. Now I don't know if his mother lives nearby and brings him over dinner. That's fine. That's okay. But I've never ever heard this guy in a kitchen. You know the way normally sometimes you might, if you're on the mic, you might hear like a microwave or something, or beeping noises or something. I've never ever heard this guy cook a meal. And he slags other people like Grumpy Dad saying he lives on takeout food every day. And so what? What, are you jealous that maybe he can afford takeout food every fucking day? Like this is what I'm saying. This guy seems to be jealous. Like, he claims it's his brother-in-law or his friend. Maybe go and fucking, instead of doing videos about me, why don't you go and help this guy? Instead of doing videos and concentrating what I do on my daily life and shit like that. Like, seriously, go and help that guy. Like, I don't understand. He claims that this is his best friend and it's his brother-in-law or ex-brother-in-law or some shit. Why don't you go and help this guy? Stop being an asshole. Honestly, I don't care about geography, America. I know what my country stands for and I know my geography of my country. And if you think that County Cavan is in Northern Ireland, bro, you're wrong. You're fucking wrong. As I said earlier on, there's 3 counties in Ulster that are part of. He's going to say Donegal is Northern Ireland, which is actually Republican, and maybe in the north, but Donegal is actually Republican. So get that right. Then he'll probably say that Cavan and Monaghan are in the north when they're Republic. 3 Ulster counties. There's only 3 Ulster counties in Ulster, which I'm going to say one more time, is Donegal, Cavan, and Monaghan. Get it right. Get it fucking right, bro. Because like, I don't know why this guy is like, maybe he's bad at geography. I don't know, but I'm good at my Irish geography and my Irish history, by the way. And get it right, bro. The Wikipedia says it. All you gotta do is Wikipedia, mate. That's all you gotta do. And it'll state that there's only 3 Ulster counties that are part of the Republic of Ireland. If I was in the north of Ireland, my currency is euros. So wouldn't my currency not be pounds? So I get paid in euros. So that means I'm part of the EU. That means I'm part of the Republic of Ireland is in euros, not pounds. And I'm gonna name the 6 counties that are under UK. So there's Antrim, Armagh, Derry, Down, Fermanagh, and Tyrone. They're the 6 counties that are part of the UK, and then obviously Belfast is obviously, the city, the capital of Northern Ireland, by the way. So they're the 6 counties. So I'm gonna say them one more time: Antrim, Armagh, Derry, Down, Fermanagh, and Tyrone is the 6 counties that are part of the British Empire. The rest, Donegal and Cavan, Monaghan, and Southern Ireland, is part of the Republic of Ireland. So I don't know where this guy is going on. I don't know me geography. I know me Irish geography. I don't care about America because I'm not from America. I don't care about Canada. I don't care about any other country bar me own. I know a lot about my country to get me around. I don't want to know, and I don't even want to go there about fucking America when America is literally like the fucking biggest dive in the world, the biggest cesspool in the world. He talks about my country is a cesspool. I guarantee you it's a lesser cesspool than America is. Look at Canada. Canada, much better country than America. And apparently this guy is going to say, "Oh, I was born in Canada." The guy is probably living all his life in America. I don't care if this guy has dual citizenship between Canada and America. There's Canada, Canadian people, lovely people, friendlier than American. I'm not saying all American people are not friendly. There is nice American people out there, but look at Canada. Take a page out of Canada's book. Beautiful people, more friendlier than American people. I've met many Americans on Xbox, and I've met a lot of Canadians, and some nice people. Some are arseholes compared to Canadian people. So I don't know. Look at guys, I'm done with this guy. But I know he's gonna do more videos tomorrow. I don't really give a shit. Um, I was laughing at his video because it was quite funny, quite funny. You know, implicating my wife, implicating me, having all these affairs, because he wants to have the life I have, and I have the life of Riley, and I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. You know, I don't know if it's a jealous thing. Oh yeah, yeah. And then he said that apparently I wanted to be his friend. I would never be the son of a bitch's friend because he's a sneaky fucker. What's that say? Keep your friends closer and your enemies close. Sorry, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. I would never be this son of a bitch's friend. Never be this son of a bitch's friend. But you know what's funny though? I guarantee you, if he see me in public, he wouldn't fucking open his mouth. I know for a fact. He would either run away like a girl that he is and do more regurgitated shit on fucking YouTube. More and more regurgitated shit on YouTube. But look, I don't give a shit. Do your poxy videos. You know, he thinks that, by doing these videos, that it's getting to me, which it's obviously not working, bro. Sorry, excuse me, I'm just having a drink there. But this guy, it's so funny. Like I wouldn't even recommend watching his videos, but if you do take a chance, watch his videos. What is it, the best in the world, Anthony? Like it's so fucking hilarious, so funny, and stuff like that. Um, I want to say hello to, is it Tim Tim Gorman? Is it Tim Gorman? Why is your screen black? Obviously, because I have a face like a jockey's bollocks. I'm only joking. No, I just for my identity and stuff like that. I don't like showing my face. But that's the reason why it's black. I have a face for radio. Put it that way. I have a face for radio. If I get more subscribers, I probably will show me face. Um, but at the moment, it'll be a long time. If I can hit 200 subs on this, I possibly will do a face reveal if I get 200 subs. But at the moment, there's no face reveal for the moment. But it's nice that you gave me a text there, Tim Gorman. I appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. If you want to throw me an extra sub, whatever, tell your friends about me. I do appreciate all my subs as well, of course, that follow what I do the odd time. I mostly do wrestling videos. I try to maybe cover like the bigger events like WrestleMania and stuff like that. Um, but to be honest, guys, before I get out of here, I thought WrestleMania was absolutely brutal. Like normally I'd be pumped up for WrestleMania, but um, it wasn't as good as I thought about it. And then obviously a week before WrestleMania, obviously I had a um, not well. I kind of had some bad news the week before. I'm not gonna obviously get into it. But the people that know me personally know what happened on Easter Sunday. So um, it was, and then trying to watch WrestleMania. It wasn't a good show. Didn't feel like WrestleMania, and so on. But anyway, guys, I do appreciate it. Thanks very much for coming on. I'm way out of time, way out of time. I'm an hour and 15 minutes on this. But look, I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? I don't care if Anthony was in here tonight listening to this. Um, you know what I mean? I'm done with this guy. I'm actually gonna go off now in a good humour. Uh, and I don't care. Hopefully, Coronation Street will be on tomorrow night with Anthony. That's what his channel should be called. It should be called Coronation Street with Anthony, not the best in the world. And you know what annoys me? Well, it doesn't annoy me. He's taking that off Chris Jericho. Didn't Chris Jericho used to say he's the best in the world of what he does? And so did CM Punk. So, like, why is he copying off wrestlers? He claims that he doesn't like wrestling or doesn't watch wrestling anymore. Bull fucking shit. Bull fucking shit. But anyway, guys, let's sign off like we always sign off, guys. A couple of shout outs. I want to say hello to my beautiful wife, Roisin. I want to say hello to Dan. I want to say hello to Colin, me bro in the sky, alongside of his wife. I want to say hello to Brian, Aaron, Frankie. I want to say hello to, obviously, Knucklehead. I want to say hello to Keith, Louise, Matt. Am I leaving anybody out, guys? Because I feel like I'm leaving a lot of people out. Um, but anyway, guys, slán leat, má sé de thullaí, os an buacail, os an Colin, guys. Good night and God bless. Have a peaceful night.